Hey, group. You ever just really want Mountain Dew? Well, that's probably the result of product placement. When movies secretly sneak in advertising that makes you want to kill enemy spies and buy that car ASAP. Or visit exotic locales.
That car's failed!
But every once in a while, these moments are done so badly that they take you completely out of the movie and make you resolve never to buy Pringles again.
Try saying no to these salty parabolas.
Until you find out a badass mutant clone nearly kills a guy for them.
Not okay.
And since it's every aspiring YouTuber's dream to sell out and get that sweet, sweet Raid Shadow Legends money, this is Pepsi Presents the Top 5 Worst Product Placements in Movies, brought to you by Tampax. Number 5. When one thinks of high art, Hamlet is the play that all aspire to, and it's been done in all sorts of locations and times. From Nazi-occupied Poland to Gilligan's Island to the Savannah. Debatable. Heck, even the story Hamlet is based on has been adapted. But like with so many other straight Shakespearean examples, updating to modern times is just weird.
Part fools, you know not what you do!
Enter Hamlet 2000.
What a piece of work is a man.
It follows the whiniest of Hamlets, Ethan Hawke, as he remains a movie star in defiance of God's will. This time, Hamlet is an aspiring filmmaker whose uncle has taken over the Denmark Corporation. Yeah, there's a lot off about this movie. An entire character is replaced by a fax machine. Ophelia takes pictures of flowers, because flowers don't exist in modern times. And Hamlet doesn't die from being poisoned, but instead from being shot after a modern fencing match. All the while, Hamlet delivers his lines with all the passion of a Nietzschean David Duchovny.
God, how weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world.
But there is one moment in this movie that is just the worst. Ironically updating it for contemporary audiences of the time and immediately dating it to anyone watching in the Netflix era, Hamlet delivers To Be or Not to Be in a blockbuster.
That is the question.
It also has the added benefit of showing a wide selection of movies that you would enjoy a lot more than this pretentious prattling. Sister Act 2B. Or not Sister Act 2B. Made all the more unbelievable, this sounds nothing like a damn blockbuster. At least he didn't end it by grabbing a movie-sized bag of M&Ms. Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt in your mouth. Not in your hands. Honorable mention goes to his ghost dad, subtly pushing soda in the afterlife. Pepsi 1. Get thee to a calorie. Number 4. Up next is the bastard child of Eat, Pray, Love and Into the Wild. Wild. It follows a slightly overdramatic protagonist named Cheryl Strayed, played by Reese Witherspoon, as she attempts to atone for cheating on her husband in a series of self-destructive choices by heading out on a poorly planned trek across 1,100 miles of the Pacific Crest Trail. And yes, she takes the last name Strayed because she strayed. Slightly overdramatic. Along the way, there's some beautiful cinematography and the sweet tones of Simon and Garfunkel to make a surprisingly pleasant movie. Cheryl finds peace in the isolation and self-reflection, and gains a newfound sense of purpose and forgiveness through her respectably difficult penance walk, and learns the most valuable lesson of all.
Well, what am I supposed to do? I don't have any money to buy new boots.
Did you get them at REI?
Yeah.
Well, you call them, you tell them, and they'll have new boots sent to your next stop.
Seriously?
If they were gonna do it, they may as well have gone all out with it.
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Number 3. Does anyone watching this use Bing? Nah. This Google alternative just can't seem to catch on, only existing for use in surprisingly good porn searches and product placement. Spider-Man, Real Steel, Source Code, many movies have tried to make Bing a thing, even though literally paying people to use it doesn't work. It'll always be a runner-up to Google, including here. The Internship is basically a full-length commercial for Google, starring the Wedding Crashers, and overall it's pretty cute. It follows two salesmen who lose their job and decide to apply for internships at Google. Wacky hijinks ensue.
Charles Xavier? Very funny.
This was before Google decided to do away with "Don't be evil," so there's still a sense of mythical wonder at this company. Especially as seen through the eyes of two older salesmen who have barely spent any time in front of a computer.
Small webcam is no kitchen.
But there's one moment that is a step too far. When the full-length commercial for Google stops the plot to tell the audience all the ways Google can help your business.
Listen, guys, we've always done things the same way. Yellow Pages, flyers, San Jose Mercury News.
Boom, check it out right here. Found a great commercial spot right on Los Gatos Boulevard. Just hit the market. That's 0.3 miles away from the nearest farmer's market. You can smell them tomatoes from your front door.
Everybody's searching for something, Sal.
They're searching for you. We just want to help them find you.
Amusingly, director Sean Levy said that Google wasn't involved with the script. Levy lied. And speaking of Google, they own YouTube. And did you know you can support channels by hitting that subscribe button below? For a limited time offer, you can smash that button for the special introductory price of free! But wait, there's more. We'll let you throw in a like for no extra charge. Don't delay, click now! Number 2. Superhero movies and product placement are two peas in a pod. Whether it's Man of Steel making an astounding $170 million in easily destructible superliminal advertising, or the Marvel Cinematic Universe turning just about anything into a plot point.
Baskin-Robbins always finds out.
The one constant superhero power is...
I'm rich.
But it was not always such a streamlined process. It used to be surprisingly rough.
Care to join me?
Journey back to when Captain America was the Human Torch, and planet-ending threats took the form of evil clouds. Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer. When you unveil a futuristic flying machine that defies explanation, there's only one thing you can ask.
Hemi? Of course.
Yes, that's right. The Fantasticar was made by...
George!
Maybe if it was lifted and had truck nuts hanging off the back. Sure. But unless they plan to defeat Galactus by rolling coal on him, I don't buy it. Number 1. Where to start with Red Dawn 2012, a remake of the classic 80s flick where the United States is invaded by filthy commies, and the only people that can save the country are a who's who of young actors. On one hand, they got PETA and Thor before they were famous, and delayed its release until after they were famous. On the other hand, they completely alienated any possible fans of the original by having extensive edits done to change the original invading country, China, into North Korea, due to economic pressure. Wolverines? So they had to make up the money somehow, and it wouldn't be pretty. But then this movie was already lacking any self-awareness whatsoever. While the original movie was a gritty tale of teenagers forced to kill invaders and depicted the difficulties of insurgency, this one is more Nickelodeon terrorism. And not just because it stars Drake's better half. After killing a collaborator in the cringiest bombing possible, PETA and Tom Cruise's kid, look it up, flee from a tank and find themselves... eating fresh. Now, one imagines that one of Subway's higher-ups would think that a group of teenagers blowing up city blocks would probably be the worst possible spokespeople the company could have. And they'd be right. For about 3 years. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, disagreed, or are a multi-billion-dollar company looking to sponsor a YouTube channel, please comment below. Otherwise, hit a like and have a great day. Stay safe, and happy streaming, everyone.